Hi everyone! In my last Q&A, a lot of people asked me, why do I collect Reborns? And I did not go into answering that question in the Q&A because I knew it was going to be a long answer because there are many reasons why I collect Reborns. So I decided to film that video for you all today. I meant to film it a lot sooner than now, but I've just been crazy busy, as I've mentioned in almost every video. You guys know I've just got a lot of stuff going on right now. So when I first found Reborns, I was 17. I was in my senior year of high school. I was watching family vlogs and baby videos, and a Reborn video popped up in the recommended videos. I just saw a cute toddler and I was like, what is a Reborn? I don't have any idea what that is. I had never heard of them or seen them before. I clicked on it. I was like, oh, this is actually kind of cool, but I thought it was strange at the same time. And at first I thought mostly children were playing with these dolls until I just started watching tons of videos and realized that there are so many adults in this community because these dolls are pieces of artwork and for therapeutic reasons and many other reasons that I won't even be able to list them all, or I probably don't even know them all, to be honest. So I got my first doll because I have always wanted to be a mom, and I've always loved babies. I'm the oldest child in my entire family, so I grew up taking care of the babies and the little kids. And then when they all grew up, and then they all moved away, and there was no children around to take care of, I just kind of felt really lost. I was like, what do I do with myself? And I really just missed having babies around to cuddle, so I decided to get my first doll because of that, and I thought it was just super cute. So I got my first doll. I enjoyed changing her. Then I realized that I really loved being part of a community as well, because here on YouTube and on Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is, I'm not on Facebook, but I'm mostly on YouTube and Instagram with my Reborns. I realized that I'm part of a community now with these dolls, which is amazing. I really love that because being legally blind, it's really hard for me to get out and make friends and go places. So I'm stuck at home a lot, and I get to interact with thousands and thousands of people every day by sharing my dolls online. So I think that that's really cool. Over time, I have realized that I collect Reborns for many more reasons than just that I love babies and I missed having a baby around. So my second reason for collecting Reborns now is that they help my anxiety and they help my social anxiety. I am very anxious. I'm a very anxious person, and if you've ever met me in person, you know that I'm probably a little bit awkward when you meet me. On camera, I can talk just fine, even though sometimes I stutter or I will trip over my words, but for the most part, I can talk pretty well on camera. But in public, I'm just really anxious most of the time. But I discovered that when I take a doll out with me, it really does help with my anxiety. If I'm going to the grocery store or something, it just gives me something to focus on rather than thinking 10 million things that could go wrong. And I don't know, I just kind of feel like that mothering instinct kicks in. And so I feel like I have something that I'm protecting and taking care of, even though I am fully aware these dolls are not real and they do not have feelings. But that's what it does to me. I don't know. I might be the only one. And then if I'm at home and I'm anxious about something, or I'm nervous or upset about something, I'll pick up one of the dolls, and a lot of times it'll just make those things just melt away. It'll just help me relax so much just to pick up a doll and even to occasionally speak to them. I don't talk to them all the time. I don't change them all the time. My dolls will go weeks to months without an outfit change occasionally. I know that sounds terrible, but again, they're just dolls. And, but they just help my anxiety a lot. Now, how they help my social anxiety is that I used to not talk to people at all, even online, And now that I'm part of this community, I've learned that there are a lot of people out here that have dolls too, that are just amazing people. I've met so many people here in the Reborn community that are just amazing. They've been great friends to me. I've made so many new friends. I used to have 0 friends, you guys. Literally 0 friends before I got into this community. Having these dolls and sharing them helped me get over my social anxiety. Obviously, being in public is completely different. Speaking to someone face to face is completely different. But they help me with that because I take a doll with me almost everywhere I go, I will admit. It helps me to be able to share my channel. It also helps me to be able to speak to people because like I mentioned before, when I go out in public, I'm a very anxious person. Now, when I have a doll with me, you know, the first thing people are going to say to me, and I can like kind of predict what they're going to say is, oh, how old's your baby? Or your baby's so cute. And it just kind of opens up a door for a conversation to happen. And then I can explain to them about my channel and that I collect these dolls and tell them a little bit about them. And then I am very confident speaking about these dolls because I know a lot about them and I really enjoy it. So that helps me get over my social anxiety. If you speak to me about my dolls, then you probably know that I will talk to you about them. I have no problem talking about my dolls. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, that's really weird because if I take my dolls out, I'm anxious about taking my dolls out. It's completely the opposite for me. My dolls really help my anxiety when I go out. And a lot of people say, well, what about the negative reactions you get when you go out? Out of the years that I've been taking my dolls out, I've only gotten one lady that said, oh, that's so creepy. And then she continued to tell me how much she hates real babies. And I was like, okay, well, that's why she doesn't like the dolls then, because she's not going to like them if she doesn't like real babies. And then I've had a couple people that were kind of scared of them that probably have watched too many horror films about dolls that come to life and try to kill you in your sleep or something. But other than that, I mean, most people just absolutely love them. I mean, I take my dolls to doctor's appointments. Most of the time, the doctors and nurses just adore them and love them. They want to take them and carry them around and show everybody my baby. So anyway, I really love sharing my dolls, and it has helped with my social anxiety. The third reason that I collect dolls now is that after I got my first doll and then I started collecting more dolls, I started realizing how different the dolls can be in the way they're sculpted, the way they're painted or rooted, if they have rooted hair, the different eyes they have, or whatever it is. Like, I appreciate the art of it. I fell in love with the art of reborning. And then I started painting dolls myself the year before last year, so that was 2016. And I have not painted in quite a while now, but I plan on getting back into that once my husband and I move into our house, which will be soon, and I'm really excited about getting back into painting. So I fell in love with the art. 4, I love making videos with my dolls. I love being able to share my dolls any way I possibly can, not just taking them out, but making videos with them online. For many different reasons. At first I was just making videos with my dolls just to share them because I thought it was just fun to share my babies and to see other people's babies. But then I realized how creative I could be with it, how I could come up with these role play stories, how I could do animation with the dolls and make them just look like they're actually alive and give them personalities. It's just so much fun. It's like writing a story. It's like creating a character for your doll, and I think that that's so fun. I actually have loved writing ever since I was a child. I've actually written a couple of books, one of which I have published online, and so that's probably one reason why I love to give my dolls like a personality, make them into their own character. Not only that, but I love sharing the dolls because I know that there's some people that can't afford them. So in a way, I'm sharing them with others who can't afford them because, trust me, I've been there. I used to be in a place where I could never afford a doll like these babies. I also love making my videos because in my roleplay videos, I try to do as much research as possible on basic baby milestones at certain ages, basic baby care, and through my roleplay videos, I kind of teach basic baby care. Obviously, there are things that I'm not going to be able to show or teach through my videos simply because these dolls are not real. They're just dolls. I heard a noise and I was like, what is that? But like, that's why I said it's just teaching some basic baby care. And I mean, there are just so many reasons why I love making videos with my dolls. I really enjoy it. Not just the filming, but the editing, putting it together, the planning it. I just enjoy the whole process. 5 is that my babies are very comforting when I am sick. I do have a chronic illness, and that has been very hard on me. I've been dealing with it for 7 years now, and it has recently gotten very bad. But my babies really help me on the really bad days. Like, if I'm in a lot of pain, I can pick them up and just snuggle them, and it helps my muscles to just relax. It helps me to just relax and not feel alone, especially when no one else is around to talk to, or I can't talk to any of my friends on the phone or anything. So they're very comforting to me when I'm sick or not feeling well, which is pretty often currently. I'm hoping that this surgery will really help me. So those are the 5 reasons that I have written down. I'm sure that there are more, but honestly, I cannot think of any more reasons right now. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you would like, you can leave in the comments why you collect reborn babies, or at least your #1 reason for collecting reborn babies. And thanks for watching, everyone.